I'm going to look at classifying quadrilaterals part 2. So starting off in example 3, we now have a rhombus. What are the properties of a rhombus? Remember, they're 5 plus 3 because it's a 5 from the mom, which is a parallelogram, plus 3 from the baby daddy. So the 3 are, let's start with the most obvious. A rhombus is a slanted square, so all the sides are equal or congruent. And then the other 2 have to do with diagonals. So if you draw the diagonals, the middle angles are 90, and also they bisect the corner angles, meaning they cut the corner angles in 2. So I'm going to move the video a little bit so that you can see what I drew. Alright, so now let's label what we're given. ABE is 13y, and the question is find y. Alright, so what do we know? Okay, all the middle angles are 90 because we don't have any sides, so it's got nothing to do with sides. So it's everything angles, so every property we know about angles, we're going to put it in. So those middle ones are 90, and then it cuts it in half. So if that's 25, the other side of it is 25. And then do you see a triangle like on the top right there? I'm just going to color it in for you. That makes a triangle. And what do we know about triangles? All triangles add up to 180. It's a listening check. Color in the parallelogram with the 5 in it right above what I wrote. So 25 plus 90 plus, I don't know, let's put a, I guess, question mark, equals 180. And then solve for the question mark so we can know what that is. So we're going to move the plus 90 to the other side, negative 90, plus 25 to the other side, negative 25. So question mark is 65. So that gives us that ABE is 65, but that wasn't the question, right? So be careful that you're answering the question. The question was find y. So what ABE is also 13y. 13y equals 65, divide both sides by 13, y is equal to 5. This is a listening check, color in y equals 5. So again, these questions are all about knowing the properties. If you know the properties, you can answer the question. Alright, let's take a look at another rhombus question. Alright, so again, it has to do with angles. Anytime you see angles, do the properties with angles. So you're given that is 5p plus 51. You're given angle V is 68. So I'm going to go ahead and draw diagonals since I'm not given any other information. And I know that the diagonals make the middles 90. So I'm going to put in my boxes. And I also know it cuts it in half, so 68 cut in half is 34. Then I'm going to find a triangle. And what do I know about all triangles? That they add up to 180. So 34 plus 90 plus whatever this angle is adds up to 180. So take 34 to the other sides, negative 34, positive 90 to the other side, negative 90. So you're going to get question mark is equal to 56. And we're going to find P. So we have to set up the equation. So that 5P plus 51 is equal to 56 because it's the same angle. And then we're going to solve that. So we're going to subtract 51. So we're going to get 5p equals 5, and then divide both sides by 5. You're going to get p is equal to 1. Then we're just going to double check and make sure we answer the question. The question was find p. Perfect. That's what p is. Alright, so let's take a look at one more example. This one's a rectangle. What do you know about a rectangle? Rectangle has got 5 from mom, which is a parallelogram, and then 2 from baby daddy. So the 2 that it has is all the angles are 90 and the diagonals are congruent to each other. So which do we need for this information? Let's see, what are we given? We are given UW, that whole thing, and VX, which is the other side. Okay, so we're using diagonals. This is a listening check. Color in the rectangle drawn in red with the boxes all around. So what do we know about diagonals? Diagonals are congruent to one another in a rectangle. So that's the information that we are using, and that's the setup. So all you got to do is set it up that way. So 2y minus 22 is congruent to y plus 77 because the diagonals are congruent to each other. See, all these questions, you can't really do them without knowing what the property is. Alright, draw my river, boxes and circles. Let's take negative 22 to the other side. It's positive 22. Y to the other side, negative y. That's going to give me y equals 99. Did I answer the question? What was the question? Find Vx. No. So they don't want to know what y is. They want to know what Vx is. Well, Vx is y plus 77. And we know y is 99. So 99 plus 77 is equal to 176. And guys, that's it. Alright, so the only reason this will be hard is if you don't know your properties, so you have to learn them. Let's practice.